What's good, y'all? rlybeats here, and today we are going to be doing some beat fixing. I'm going to be fixing some subscribers' beats. If you're new around here, that's something we do. If you're not new around here, it's also something we do. You can send your beats to me over Discord. You can send them to my email. Yeah, there'll be more information about that in the description down below. So yeah, if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. You would greatly appreciate it. The community would greatly appreciate it. And it might just guarantee that you get a placement with your favorite artist. You never know, but there's only one way to find out. So let's get right into it. So this first submission is from Arrow. If you don't know, Arrow is a lovely member of the community. And Arrow said he likes the melody for this one, but he's wondering how he can change it. I'm assuming just to kind of make the whole thing a little bit sounding more unique at times. So let's give it a quick listen first.
Hey, Arrow, you crazy.
Okay, so there's a few things I'm noticing off the rip. Melody does get a little repetitive, a little bit too much repetitive. And there's some cool things we can do just to mess around with that. And the first thing I'm going to say is we can just pitch things down. Also, your arrangement is really long from the feel of things. Like, I don't know, it just feels really long just because I feel like everything's very repetitive. So let's look at these samples here that you have. That's okay, I guess. And then there's the pad. Okay, I just want to see what it would sound like if I pitch this down. Yeah, so there's a lot of potential with just playing with the pitch on that. And then the pad. Same with the pad. Okay, so that alone is going to give us a lot more, not necessarily breathing room, but more so just sense of fresh air. It's going to feel like it's something new, and we can play around with those at different intervals. So I'm just going to come in here and make these unique as sample. I'm going to delete this one because I'm going to start this off having this come down an octave, and then it'll come up. And then in this section, I'm going to drop the pad down. And then, so this is how this will sound. It might be a little muddy. Yeah, so we're gonna have to clean that up mixing wise. This is in track 12. I'm just gonna hard cut the low end out of it. What is this? Yeah, I'm gonna cut some of the low end out of that too, because it feels like it's clashing with something. This is also kind of weird. I don't like this. What key are we in? This looks like we're just in A minor. So just all the white keys. So I'm just gonna change that. I'm gonna see what we can do here because I don't really like this little bit. It just sounds a little goofy to me. I kind of want to keep the rhythm similar to here because I don't want to do too much with that because it could get a little bit muddy feeling in a sense. And ending on the 5 would be pretty standard. So this would be the 5 here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I feel like that fits better. I think as far as the melody goes, that's all we have, right? Yeah, so I like that melody arrangement a little bit better already. There's a little bit of mixing issues that I have. Like for starters, I don't know what's up with your 808, but it just sounds like it's clashing with something. Well, not anymore actually now that I cut all the low out of the melody. This is fine, I guess. But this should probably come up here, and then we'll bring this down, and then this should come down here, and technically this should go down to the G just because this would be in the chord. the 808 is more of a melodic instrument than just a percussive. So we need to treat it as such. So it's hard to play bass notes when they're non-chord tones. Also, let's mess around with the octaves a little bit. I feel like that could be a little bit of a nice little spice in here. I don't like that spice now. But I feel like we could actually do a little something. Let's see what's up with the hi-hats. I'm not too big of a fan of your hi-hat sample here. I'm just gonna bring it down like 2 semitones. Let's throw a phaser on it too. Just to give the hi-hat a little bit more life, because it feels a little bit bland. Let's throw a tiny bit of reverb on it too, just to give it a little bit of a breath. I know this looks like I'm adding a lot of reverb, but I'm going to make it super wet, and then I'm gonna turn it a lot down in the mix. Also, that empty space feels a little awkward. There, I feel like that's a bit better for the hi-hat. Check out the clap too. I don't think too much should be going on with the clap. Nothing crazy. The hi-hat's a little loud though. I'm gonna bring that down a bit. 2.5 decibels, maybe 3. Let's push it to 3 actually. And there's a lot of depth to the clap. I want to add a little bit more high end to it. You don't need to do that. Put the soft clipper on your master, not on the 808. I'm also going to give it a little bit of a boost in the low end because I want it to be a bit more thumpy. And then what is this? Yeah, an accent snare. Okay. Pretty standard. Feels a little weird rhythmically. I think we should mess around with that place there. I also don't really like the sample for that, so I'm going to change the sample actually first, and then I'm going to adjust the rhythm to it because I'm not sold on that rhythm. I feel like a rim would be better actually than a snare. Yeah, and then we're gonna need to turn this down mix-wise. So I feel like we should move this over at least to here or here. Okay, I feel like I just added something weird, but I don't know. I'm here for it. And we need to turn this way down in the mix, because this is just supposed to add a little bit of bounce. We don't need it to be too hurt. We got an open hat here. What is this? Okay, the kick, I assume. Yo, why is the kick so punchy? Also, why is it turned down so much? Let's turn this up. I really hate this kick sample, and I think we should use a different kick sample altogether. So I'm gonna pull up a different kick sample. Let's just use a rack kick. Let's add a little bit more punch to it. Okay, another issue I had was your tag is really loud. Let's turn that down so it's a little bit quieter.
Hey, Air, you crazy.
And then the riser's crazy loud.
Hey, Air, you crazy.
We're gonna turn this way down.
Hey, Air, you crazy.
Same with this. This transition's really loud too. Think of transitions and risers more as ear candy, but they're not supposed to take way too much attention. Also, it needs to be lined up a bit better. So usually with these, you'll see a peak, and like the peak's kind of around here, just from the look of things. And you'll want to line that up with the bar. So like this peak should line up with that bar there. Okay, I did change the melody. Also, I'm gonna adjust your fade out. So it fades out a little bit different. Also, I don't want the 808 to cut over. I'm just gonna do this to keep it from cutting over. Same with here. Because it'll give it a bit cleaner of a sound. Okay, I think this is pretty much it. Mainly you were just asking about the melody. I feel like we added a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of spice with that.
Hey, Air, you crazy.
Yes, we'll move on from that. I'll save that into the zipped loop package there, replace what you have, and we'll move on to the next one. So this is from LJ Marine. Here's what LG Marine said. Here is a beat I made from a loop. Thank you very much in advance for helping me grow as a producer with all of your content and for possibly looking at this. My pleasure. Thank you for sending it in, King. I really appreciate that. I'm not 100% certain what you want me to do with this, but let's just turn it into a full beat. Let me hear the loop. Okay, pretty standard loop. I'm gonna assume you want this turned into like a full beat. So first things first, we're gonna get the drums cut out. We only got 4 drums here. I feel like we could definitely arrange this pretty nicely actually. But what does this sound like pitched around? That's cool. That's also pretty cool. I like that. We got some room to work. I don't have a lot of your plugins here, so it might not be how it actually sounds for you, but it's how it sounds for me. And then we'll just pitch this. Actually, I'm going to copy this again and make it unique as well. We'll have one go up an octave and one go down an octave. Same kind of thing as the previous beat. We're just going to add a little bit more flavor with the melody. I'm gonna turn this one down a bit just because it's a higher frequency, it sounds a bit louder. I'm also gonna route this to a different track, and then I'm gonna bring it back into the track 2, just because I want to EQ some stuff out in the highs. A little bit too much high end is coming through. Here's how I'm thinking we arrange this. I thought I made a grow speed on there too. I think that could be kind of cool. This is like a little intro bit. So I'm thinking we just intro everything with the drums. We'll just do this. Create the automation clip. And then we'll have the clap. And then we'll cut the hi-hats here. I feel like as well, we could definitely throw another one in here and just pitch this, or not pitch it down, just bring it down a bit. And I think on this little beat here, we're gonna do something a little weird. Not really weird, just something that gets done a lot. And I think we just loop the whole thing back. But I'm going to throw in some risers just to give that ear candy I was talking about earlier. And specifically, there's one from the 10K Mega Kit, which is completely free and is on my website. So y'all can cop that. It's under the effects. So it's the go-to, like a transition riser thing. Faded, put it in there. It's crazy. Just because I want to transition a little smoother. Also, those peaks that I was talking about earlier with transitions, if you struggle to see them, you can just normalize the sound. You can make them pretty easy to see. Like you can see here where it is very visibly. And like I said, you want to line it up and then unnormalize it. I'm gonna bring this back over here as well. I'm like low-key spamming it right. That's okay. We're spamming it for artistic purposes, okay? If anyone ever questions, artistic purposes. And then I'm just gonna arrange it like this. Wow, yo, that's a lot right there. And then we'll copy this over and then we'll do a little fade out section. Yeah, I think in there should be fine. Let's do a little bit of a fade out here. So that is going to wrap up the video. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you all for the submissions. Again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Everyone would appreciate it. You would appreciate it. The world would become a better place. I don't know how many more reasons I need to list, but again, thank you. Peace.